Okay, guys. Good evening, everybody. Or good morning. Depends on when the video is hitting you. Yeah. Okay, I want to explain a few setups on structures. Basically, what they look like in this case, and how it was traded. Now, I won't be doing top-down analysis, so I won't be doing a lot on deep details on what led to the structures for me. Yeah. All right. So basically, I pointed out a few, and we will dig it up from there. Okay, the first one I pointed out was this one. This one here. This one here. That is this. This one here. Yeah. Yeah, this one here. Okay, let's explain what happened there. Okay, just on its own, without having to go higher into the details. All right. Now, first of all, there was this spike up that happened there. Price came down. Now spiked up, came down again, spike up, came down again, spike up. Now, as simple or as complicated this might be, let's break it down. Now, first of all, there is what we call attention to details. Now, if you pay attention, you notice that there is a swing point here. There's another swing point here before the final swing point at this level. And whenever price uses speed to run away from is to break a swing point, like to break multiple swing points, what market does is to come back to the tip of the first swing point. But I'm sorry about that, guys. The weather is really cold here. Okay. While in this case, let's go down to a smaller time frame for clarity. This is a 15 minutes time frame, and we are coming down to a 5 minutes time frame. Yeah. For clarity. Now go look at this. When price broke the first one, when price did this first stretch here, it came down. Now what happened behind here is now a problem. When market came down to this point, guess what? When market took out this swing point, according to our entry confirmation time frame, which is a lower time frame, lower than one time frame lower than where the trade happened. That is where the swing point was broken out. We saw there was price retracement into this point, which was not enough. Price should have gotten liquidity at least to this point. But price formed what? An inducement. Now, mind you, it will come in handy later. Now, when price went ahead to take out these highs, now if price just did a reversal from this TP and came down, price will have come back to take out this inducement. But instead of price coming to take out this inducement here, price did a continuity in a trend, forming a new inducement, making this lower inducement a protected point. Now guess what? Once an inducement is formed in the marketplace, that inducement point becomes liquidity point, and that liquidity point, and the previous liquidity point becomes a protected point. That's basically what happened there. So guess what? Market rallied up, came back, took out this previous inducement, came, obviously he has to touch the first structure, which is this guy, but because of this place being a protected point, look at what happened. Price came very close. Look at it. Let me drop a line so you get the point. Price came very close to this point, but he didn't take it out. Why? Because that point is a protected point, and price, normally continued the rally. Price continued the rally. That's pretty much what happened there. So this is basically what happened in this. Now the entry, if you didn't enter here as an aggressive trader, you're waiting for confirmation, fine, give us confirmation. Now look at this point. There was a break of structure, price formed an inducement here, rallied higher, came back, took out the inducement like I told you. That was the first entry. Price ran on, gave us a liquidity point, ran the first sweep, came back here, took out the liquidity point. This is a structure. This one here is a structure on its own. This is another structure on its own. Look at the breaking point, the liquidity point, the sweep. Price came back here, took the liquidity and rallied higher. That's pretty much what happened there. So if you now want to look at all the basic entries, this little place was the first entry. This place didn't take out. Let's leave those details. So this is basically on this particular setup now what happened